Natalie. Join me as I show you the new IrisDuo Halo beads in this bracelet. Remember, if you need any materials, go ahead and look below the video and we'll get links to the products, especially those new halos for IrisDuos. Gather up all your supplies and let's get started. To begin our bracelet, I want you to have two size 10 needles on some size 8 dragon thread. I'm using a green color since I'm using green beads. And I have my clasp laid out here because I have a needle on each end of 5 feet of dragon thread. This is going to be a 2 needle project. You can do this with 1 needle, but it's easier to get the beads to lay correctly when you work with 2 needles. Also, we get to put our clasp on right away. So the first thing I'm doing after I have a needle on either side of that thread is putting it through my infinite clasp here and bringing it out toward the sides. On the exterior here, I want you to add 1 of your green beads, 1 of your silver beads, and another 1 of your green beads on each side. Green, silver, green. And both of these are 11 OC beads. From here, we're going to go and put on our first of our IrisDuo beads. The IrisDuo beads on the exterior are going to sit empty. The IrisDuos on the interior are going to have the halos around them. On the exterior, I want you to go in and put your first IrisDuo on through the bottom hole, going from the flat side down from the left toward the right, because this is going to sit on the right side. On the left, you're doing the same thing, going through that bottom hole, going from the left toward, or sorry, the right, excuse me, toward the left and to the exterior. When you're on the exterior here, here's where we're going to do a series of 3 beads. And I want you to do your 11 with the green in the middle and silver on the side and back toward the middle of the project. You're going to do that on both the right side and the left side. Silver, green, silver, just 1, 2 wanted to hop on there, and back up toward the interior. As you're here, you want to make sure that you have the same amount of thread on both needles. So you can see kind of I pull them up here, make sure they equal in length, and we're going to push them down tight so we don't see any extra thread showing. From here, we're going to get ready to go in and put on our first IrisDuo halos. The next step then is we have an 11-0 in our green color on both the left and the right needle. And I have my IrisDuo halo sitting here with the IrisDuo inside. You want to make sure that it's sitting flat side down and the rounded side up, the same as your clasp and the same as the 2 IrisDuos that are already there. We're going to take the needle that's on the left and go from the right side toward the left through the IrisDuo and through the IrisDuo halo that's wrapping around, and the needle that's on the left goes from the left side to the right side. You're going to give a nice tight little pull there and make sure you have no extra thread that's remaining or showing. From here, the thread that's on the right goes back through the 11-0 and out through the IrisDuo on the right side. Thread on the left is going to mimic that. So the thread on the left here is going through the 11-0 and out through the IrisDuo. We're going to put a second IrisDuo then sitting on top, but we need to connect it. So to connect it, we're going to add some of our crystals now. On this side here, I want you to do a collection of your 11-0 in your silver color, then your crystal bicone. And the crystal bicones, you really can do these with any size, but I'm using 2s. It'll just determine how far it sticks out. And then the 11 in the silver on the other side. Anything you do with the right needle, you're also doing the same thing with the left needle. Letting that drop down on either side here, and now we're getting ready to add our next IrisDuo. Adding the next IrisDuo is we're going to add 1 on our right thread and 1 on the left thread. And you can see here that we're going to go through the IrisDuo on the right side from the right towards the left. While you're there, pick up 1 of your green beads there and sew through that second hole of the IrisDuo and halo. I did that with my right needle, and now it's just kind of hanging out there on the side. You're going to do the same thing with the left needle, making sure you're going from the IrisDuo from the left towards the right. Grab 1 of your green 11s, and then again sew through that IrisDuo second hole from the left towards the right, all the way out through the IrisDuo that you just added on the other side. You need to come back now to that left needle and put it through the 11-0 and the IrisDuo that you just added on the left. When you give a nice tight pull then, you can see those IrisDuos are hanging out on the side, almost jumping there or stepping up. On the interior, or on the exterior rather, 11, 11, 11, going through that second hole of the IrisDuo toward the interior, both the left and the right. And you can see I put my needles down between these steps. You can hold them, you can put them down, up to you. On the left, in towards the right now. And now when we get to the middle, rather than adding another IrisDuo halo right away, we're going to add a little crystal in a crisscross fashion. So from here, I want you to pick up your green bead to match what we've been doing, then a silver bead, then another one of your green beads, and then your 2mm bicone. That's on the left, or sorry, on the right rather. On the left, green, silver, green. Oops. And then you're going to crisscross through that 2mm bicone that's already on your right needle. So I'm going to drop that right needle, crisscross through that bicone here, and bring that right to the center. And that's just going to hang out there. From here, we're going to get ready to repeat this whole step. Think of the bicone as where your clasp is. So we're going to do the same thing now, coming out and repeating that green, silver, green, and into a new IrisDuo. Once you have your project finished, you can see how pretty it is there on your wrist, you're going to go in and add your clasp. So remember at the start we added the clasp, and I apologize, I should have had you come back around and reinforce the clasp because you never should have one strand along that. I'm going to go back and do that after the project just with a new piece of thread tying it off. Here on this side, I'm going to take out my other side of my clasp, make sure that it's facing upward with this push clasp just to match the actual IrisDuos facing up and the IrisDuo halos as well. And I'm going to repeat what I did on the opposite side, adding 3 11s and then go through that soldered loop on the infinite push side. On the other side here, I'm going to repeat that. So of course I need 2 more seed beads out. This always happens where you need just the last 2 beads out of your piece. All right, I'm going to do my green, silver, green, and sew back into the IrisDuo that's there on the opposite side. From here, the one that's on the left, that's going to reinforce. So going back through all 6 of those beads as well as the clasp, and coming back through that way. And if you want to, you can even reinforce one more time. If you reinforce that other time, I'm going over here, skipping over those seed beads because I have green thread and you won't see it very much. Going over to here. You can take your thread around one more time, or you can bring it over here. I'm going to sew it out from under there. Bring the thread towards the back. And because you have 2 thread ends, really simple, just tie them off. Right over left, left over right. They get tied here. Really tight. Tie once, tie twice, tie a 3rd time. The 3rd time is always the charm, right? And then go in with your thread zap or thread burner. Leave a little bit of a tail, because what the nice thing of the thread burner is that it actually will help to keep that knot that you just tied together by leaving those little bit of ends. Then going in with your thread burner or thread zap, burning them down, which causes a little bump there, and your knot is very unlikely to pull out. Now I could, if I wanted to, gone in and pull the thread through to different areas and different locations, separated them out so I wasn't burning them in the same exact area. With the green thread and the green beads, you're not going to see it, so I didn't worry about it. But that finishes off your beautiful bracelet. Only thing I need to do now is go in and take my Loctite ultra controlled glue here, grab my cabochon and glue it in to finish off that infinite clasp. Thanks so much for joining me in creating this bracelet. It's fun to think of those times kind of skipping stones and hanging out by the water and just relaxing. If you want to make your own bracelet and want to check out all the different colors of iris duos and halos you can do it in, go ahead and look below the video and we'll give you links to those products online. As always, if you haven't yet, subscribe so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads, and I can't wait to see your creations in our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. Stay tuned for more inspirational designs.